Hello, fifth graders. This is Mrs. Culp, and Lila and I are going to show you a little intro on the potter's wheel today. So, we are going to take a lot more time than this when we're on the wheel, but what I'd love for you guys to do is pay close attention to the video and think about what you're going to do and think about how you're going to be on the day of the potter's wheel. We have to really have great behavior and great listening. Cool. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna center your clay for you before you come in. So I will show you how to center, but you don't really have to worry about this part so much. What I'll show you right now are the parts of the wheel and the tools that we're gonna have that day. This top part is it's called the wheel head and the bat. The bat is a flat board with holes in it that fit on the wheel head just like that. And that spins and your clay sits in the middle, and that's how we make our pots. If you look at the foot pedal, the way it works, if your toe pushes down, that makes it spin. If your heel pushes down, that makes it stop. And there's speed variation in between that give you different speeds. You never, ever in your life ever have to floor it, ever, not for 1 second. And if you do, and if we ask you to stop, and then if you do it again, you might not get to do the project because that's kind of a no-no. So you got to do great listening. There's no messing around on Potter's Wheel Day. Okay, so here we go. The tools are as follows: bucket of water, sponge, undercut tool, shark fin rib. Okay? Wire cutter, which I will have, you will not. So, get wet hands. Put your wet hands on the clay. Now we're going to center this for you, but I'm going to show you how to center, even though you're not going to have to really worry about it. When you center clay, you make a little cup with your hands, and then you place it over the clay, and you spin your wheel. And you hold very still. And the result, centered clay. So it's going to look like this when you get it. You're going to want to do a lot of hypnotizing yourself and making of rings and this kind of stuff. We're going to maybe hold off on that, okay? Because we got work to do. So it's going to come to you like this. You're going to get wet hands. You're going to place your wet hands over the clay. And look how easily my thumbs go toward the middle. You might want to, can you zoom in?
Yeah.
Thank you, honey. Look how I made a dent in the clay with my thumbs. What if I continued to push down with my thumbs? Now it's almost a pot, right? I'm going to use my sponge to clean stuff up and wipe it. Now, I don't want to push all the way through here, but if I do, and if I get a hole in the bottom, don't worry because I can help you fix that at the end, okay? So, we want about maybe a quarter or half inch of clay there at the bottom. What we're going to do is squeeze and lift. Now, what I did, I squeezed the clay together. I'm pretending there's a magnet pulling my fingers together in each corner. I squeeze and raise my hands. Now, a really simple way to do it is this kind of can work for you guys. Look how I've got a flat hand on one side, flat fingers on the inside. My hands are touching and that gives me good steadiness. This is not as good as this, okay? The rib is nice for on the outside. Say things go wobbly. Oh no! The rib is nice as a fixer. You push clay into the rib. Play with the tools, you guys. People say, I want it big and tall and skinny. Well, you don't have a ton of clay. So, skinny is pushing from the outside. Wide like a bowl is pushing from the inside. Okay? Sponge smooths stuff out. Ta-da! If you get a little pot like this, call one of the grown-up volunteers or myself over, and we will come over with a wire cutting tool. And we will pull it under, yoink, and we will take the piece away and we'll put your name on it, and you will have made something on the Potter's Wheel. Super proud of you already. So, we'll see you in January, and that is the Potter's Wheel.